Okay. That's a really, really unfortunate reset. And the fact that I did this lame save here after Tantarian, I wasn't gonna risk anything going wrong and losing that RNG for Tantarian. But it, of course, makes this part much more difficult. Yay, text! If this one doesn't go, I'm just gonna have to call it a night. I drove across Kansas today, so I'm tired and stinky and gross. Yeah, that would be wonderful. I would certainly appreciate that. I would be really surprised if you can't, but if you can't, do let me know. Because then I will reserve another room. Do you have the room for the night of Sunday the 2nd, or is it just end midday Sunday the 2nd? Okay, don't forget the moogle letter this time. So again, this is where I was supposed to save after Tantarian, but it's really not that much extra stuff, and I didn't want to risk my PlayStation screwing up. I screwed that up a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I'll have to wait until I'll talk to Puexel about RPG Limit Break at SGDQ and see if that seems like a reasonable thing. Are you saying you would want to learn this game? I probably would try to leave, because I'm going to have to stay up all night for Chrono Trigger, and then to, like, leave to go to the airport the next day. That just, man, it's going to be rough. I think I did an extra text there. Is that really an event that people can go to just to watch, though? Because it's smaller. Is it just for runners, or is it a spectator event as well? I guess they would have volunteers who aren't runners necessarily. If you don't care what time you get. That's funny. The RNG is real. Yeah, it's way too early for me to start thinking about that. After I get done with this run and get through SGDQ, it's going to be straight donkey for a while for me. Yeah, but if you think, Kratos, if you think about like, for example, his RPG Limit Break run, it was like 45 or 50 minutes behind his PB or more, I don't know. So it's like the RNG is super real. You can have a lot of fun with it without worrying about what the time is. Chrono Trigger remake? Chrono Trigger is almost perfect though, man. I don't know that you could remake Chrono Trigger and do it any kind of justice. FF7 was crying out for a remake for sure, but I don't know that Chrono Trigger needs one. I kind of feel the same way about FF6. It's just so good that I don't know that a remake would be as good. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if they did a good job. Like I said before, with FF7, they need to, if they follow the pattern they set with FF4 and do a similar amount of changes, that would be awesome. Like, that would be great. It's different enough that it feels like a fresh game, but it's very true to the original. No, the comment before was saying, like, it's a fun game if you don't care about your time, and Raiko was agreeing, yeah, if you don't care about getting a good time, if you're gonna have fun regardless of what your time is, Earthbound is a good game, because there's a ton of RNG that could totally screw your run, but you're gonna have fun either way. I think you're kind of agreeing with each other. Yeah, Kuja's theme is fantastic. Yeah, I think actually, Reverb, that's why Final Fantasy IX is so close to perfect, is because it was the end of this era of games. Like, this game is so good. Like, so much about it is just wonderful. I think in 7 has more flaws than 9. It's more memorable and more nostalgic to me, but I think it's more flawed. Yeah, Brojo, that's exactly right. Those are pretty much the only problems in 9. Slow ATB, and yeah, slow stealing. Materia is a super fun system, but like I've said before, you can basically make every character the same. They're interchangeable. There's no concept of restraint. Like, whereas in 9, each character basically has a job class, which forces you to think about how to use specific characters. Like, you're handicapped almost in a sense. And you have to kind of work within that. 7 doesn't give you that. If I had to pick one game like this or 7, like that I couldn't play the other one, I would pick 7, because that game is just so much, like, it's just so much richer and more fun to me, I think. But as far as quality of game, I think this is a higher quality game. I like FF8 a lot too, though. It is weaker. It is a weaker entry. It's the weakest of the 3 PS1 games for sure. But see, Kratos, that's actually... I disagree. I think being forced to use party members you don't like is a strength of a game because it forces you to think about how to work through situations, and everybody being carbon copies of one another is a little more different. And the limit breaks are very similar too. Like pretty much they just do damage with a few exceptions. It's a lot different than... that's not enough to really differentiate the characters, I guess, in my opinion. And I'm saying this as someone who like absolutely loves Final Fantasy VII, but my point is that like it's my favorite game ever. I mean, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But it's my point is that you can love it without thinking that it's perfect. That's just my thoughts. Take them or leave them. I'm excited for the remake either way. I think they'll do a good job. Okay, here's where I have to not be terrible. I got the moogle letter right? Yeah, I did. I screwed that up too. Triple Triad was so good, though. Business. I didn't want to go to business first, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I get the feeling that card mod was one of those things that they didn't realize, like while balance testing the game, how strong that could really be. I really enjoyed 8. Like, it's definitely a weaker game, but I like the characters, I like the story, the music, everything. That's why I was supposed to go to the other place first. Because it wouldn't have had that extra dialogue box to talk to that guy. It's okay, not a huge deal. Come on, Liberi Fatali, the opening scene. That's such a great opening to a game. It's hard to open a game better than 8 did, as far as the cutscene goes, anyway. Mystic Quest for Best Final Fantasy. Yeah, Laguna was a cool character too. Sorceress Adia wasn't the main villain of 8. You don't find out that Ultimisia was the main villain until, like, Disc 3. I don't know, I like all Final... The only Final Fantasy I think that I really didn't enjoy was 2. It's really splitting hairs to me. I haven't played all 313s, no. I've just barely started 13.2. Too soon to judge that one. So far, I like 13 better. That is funny, Brojo, because this is about as JRPG as it gets. Chocobo's Dungeon for the win. I mean, people, like, are very split. Like, I've heard very strong opinions about 13 being much better than 13.2, or 13.2 basically fixing everything wrong with 13. Like, I mean, so I'm just gonna have to play it to form my own opinion. And I'm glad I did that with 13. Like, I've enjoyed the game. And I mean, certainly having very low expectations helped. Hey, look, there's my theater ship over there from the Moritz Coffee side quest. On the left. So the fact that I played it myself and didn't have any expectations certainly helped. Yeah, I'm not excited that 13.2 only has the 2 party members. And, like, I know there's guest characters as well, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll judge it for myself. I don't have high expectations with that either. Cool. Thanks, Kratos. Good to see you, man. Let me know what you decide about that Deck 3 race. I'm kind of excited to try Lightning Returns, too, because I know it's a very different game. So I'm interested to see what they did with it. Another game with very, very mixed reviews, but like I said, gotta make my own opinion on it. This is all very, very subjective stuff, so... Get the thing. Why is this thing so hard to press? Chrono Trigger handled everything well. Almost. And we're back to Mortex Smash City. Earthbound kind of counts as time travel. And Frogsid. Oh yeah, I love Frogsid so much. I'm gonna have to watch this back. This is such a long segment that there's, and especially since I made it longer because of taking the save at the wrong place. This is just, I'm gonna have to double check it. Okay, almost done. See you, Reiko. See you, Kratos. Thanks, guys. Okay. I'm about to leave too, after this is done. Oh, I love Kina so much here. Oh, that's like the best lines in the whole game. Okay, screw that up. Took a little bit of bad movement there. It's okay. No battles, please. Alright, what am I at? 5722 is plus 1714, including whatever time I lost from Tantarian. Wait, no. No. Is plus 17. Oh, no. I did my math wrong. Plus 1636. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I only lost 28 seconds from Tantarian and all that stuff, which makes me think I missed something.